Hey, I'm Corsac, and this is Late Night City.
We're back, Sheriff.
I can see that.
How's the water doing?
Crenshaw returned already with the treatment. We should be operating at full capacity sometime tomorrow. Crisis averted.
Crenshaw returned with the treatment. The doctor is flushing the system now to make sure all traces of the herbicide are removed. Report. What did you two find out there?
They targeted Hewitt, and we have their plans, or something akin to them.
Very good. We'll turn it over to Lieutenant Dan for analysis. What else?
Turns out the gunners were operating out of my friend's house. He saw most of it. We iced the gunners for him, and he was more than happy to help.
So much for fact-finding.
Kuda was pretty upset, Sheriff. He
They
wasn't
got
going to
between
tell
us
us
and the
nothing
facts.
until he got his house back. Part of the intel was locked up in his head.
I see. So what facts did you find?
We got this holotape with the CEO's journal on it. Kuda said they took Hewitt alive and were talking about working for someone else. Which, gunners do. But we went through their terminal after we iced them to have a look. And this seems to be a gunner operation. Nobody hired him to kidnap Hewitt. They're doing this themselves.
Continue.
Kuda said he was afraid to come forward because he had no backup out there. And I gotta admit, he is alone out there. It makes him a great victim. Basically, he said he'd agree to be our eyes and ears out there if the scouts stop by and have a few beers with him on their patrol. And you gotta know, Kuda said whoever spiked the water here was forced under threat of having his daughter killed. So once you do find out who it was, keep that under consideration when figuring out what to do with him.
Good work. And the gunners?
Oh yeah, almost forgot about him. Duh, Lily. Where were we? Oh yeah. So you'll see on this guy's journal he talks about Devola and the gunner Crenshaw whacked in Vault 75 being officers for this operation of theirs. Turns out, the ones in the vault were tasked with kidnapping random schlubs for the Institute as a revenue stream to fund this whole thing. And the ones in my friend's house were in charge of poisoning the cistern. They succeeded and were set to leave tomorrow. So we headed back to Hub City where Devola lost his head and looked for intel, cause nobody told my sidekick here to look for it the first time.
Well, I'm glad you were smart enough to do so, Lily.
Someone had been by to clean up the bodies, so that place ain't fully abandoned. They definitely took anything of value out of there, though. But they left Oakes' FSD brooch behind. Remember the calling card put on Devola's body? It was wired to blow, of course. But what was really interesting is that it was hanging from a noose, Sheriff. A noose. You know what that probably means.
It would seem the gunners need to be taught a new lesson.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So what's the next step?
For you, nothing. Thanks to you two, we have a significant amount of intel that needs analyzing before we can act on it. But there is a pressing matter that we could use your friend's help with. Lieutenant Dan is waiting for you in the conference area. He'll have your payment. There is also another matter we could use your help with. The lieutenant will have the details, but briefly, there's a loose end regarding the Gunner Institute link you uncovered. We'd like to fix it.
With pleasure. What's the plan?
The holotape of the gunner lieutenant you killed in Vault 75 contained many encrypted journal entries, as well as the ones you read. This Lieutenant O'Brien was overseeing a running kidnapping contract for the Institute to raise revenue for an as-of-yet undetermined purpose. His company would kidnap as directed by the Institute, deliver their objective, and collect their substantial payment. He was under explicit orders from his commanding officer not to kidnap from Diamond City, our organization, or anyone under our protection. While that raises questions about what purpose they needed so many caps for, that is not why you're here. The only reason we know of this operation at all is because Lieutenant O'Brien got greedy, disobeyed orders, and took a contract to kidnap Lily.
Fucking typical. Only two things you can count on in this world. Gunners being greedy, and the shit hitting the fan I'm holding.
We'd call it a lucky break, but that ignores what Lily's been through. Nevertheless, it was not the only outside contract the lieutenant took. The lieutenant set out a squad with the goal of kidnapping either Dr. McClintock or Mr. Dr. Pepper as targets of opportunity. The squad has been operating independently and is unaware that O'Brien's company was liquidated by Crenshaw and yourself. Neither Dr. McClintock nor Mr. Dr. Pepper leave the city very often, or regularly. When they do, they book passage with a caravan for safety. This necessitates the gunners setting up a spotter to monitor the entrance to Diamond City to give their squad advance notice.
Oh, do they now?
Lieutenant Harkins has found that spotter, sitting in a building south of the front gate to the city, not far from Hardware Town. We don't want the spotter, though. We want the whole squad. So we're laying a trap, and you're the bait. That makes this particularly dangerous.
Don't you worry, Dan. It's okay if we need to risk my sidekick's life for this mission. That's a chance I'm willing to take to protect my friends.
Thanks.
You're going to pretend to be Mr. Dr. Pepper. He's waiting for you in his room. He's been briefed and will have a set of clothes for you to wear. Put them on. You then meet Carla at the front gate. We've booked passage for you with her caravan to Abernathy Farm and told her to make it known. You will proceed with Carla to the outskirts of the Fens to ensure the gunner spotter sees you, dressed as Mr. Dr. Pepper, leaving the city. Once you're outside the Fens, you'll break off from Carla for her protection and proceed to Abernathy Farm on roads by way of Walden Pond. The gunners will know your destination and are likely to kidnap you close to Abernathy because they can predict you will be near there eventually. Lieutenant Crenshaw, his scouts, and some snipers will be following you from a distance behind in anticipation of the kidnapping attempt. Your job is to draw out the gunner kidnapping squad and keep them busy until Lieutenant Crenshaw and his men can arrive. Lieutenant Crenshaw may have more orders from there, which are need to know depending on mission status. Obey them, and you will be paid handsomely.
Let's go make some gunner friends.
There you are, General. I kinda had this feeling it'd be you when I heard Lily had a new sidekick. Glad you took a job offer. Let's hope you don't become feral child like the last one. Anyway, Lieutenant Dan stopped by earlier and told me you're gonna be needing a set of my clothes and a hat. Guess you're playing me for a little bit, huh? I already heard from Bob about how the Gunners have a contract on bringing the two of us to the Institute alive. I've got to assume they want to do the same thing to us they did to Lily. What the fuck is up with that? I don't know nothing about that place.
We'll take care
I
of
don't
it.
doubt that. I don't know how handy you are with gunners, but the FSD, they're real good at killing gunners. Real good. You'll see. The worst part is I don't know nothing about how the FSD operates, but the gunners don't know that. If they got me, they torture me to death trying to get the info I don't have in the first place. Bob, however, between you and me, if Dan's the sheriff's right hand, Bob's her brain. She knows their operations inside and out. She ain't got no official rank, but even the lieutenants do what she tells them. She gets caught, and the Institute might as well have an open book on damn near everything that goes on in that place. What's worse, they'd have Bob. And, you know, I could barely stand losing Lily.
Aw, DP. I'd give you a hug, but I'd crush you in this power armor. You're the best.
No, I mean it. I'm not a complete fool, just 95% fool. I know you all see how I feel about Bob. I love her. And even if she's still trying to make up her mind about me, that doesn't change anything for me. Whatever the sheriff has planned, I know it's not over tonight. She don't play the short game. But tonight is where you make sure Bob is safe. And you've got my personal gratitude for that. Stop by the shop sometime after it's over for some free lunch and as much Nuka-Cola as you can carry, okay?
Thanks, DP.
DP and Babs sitting in a tree.
Yeah,
Hey.
real dead ringer.
Shame in taking you.
Hold up there, traveler. All right, that's far enough, you soda-pushing pansy. We got guns on you. There's more of us than there are of you, so if you want to stay alive, you'll
Really?
just do what we tell you. Now, nice and easy, drop whatever cute settler pipe pistol you got, then put your hands up.
Oh, can I shoot her, please? Hi there. You guys want to buy any refreshing Nuka-Cola?
You got a one-track mind, don't you?
Sure is hot out. I could use a nice, refreshing Nuka-Cola. How about you?
No.
Man, don't you just hate Vim?
I only had it once. Ain't that bad. Little fishy tasting, maybe.
Have you tried our new Green Gunner Extreme Nuka Mix?
Gunner Green? Ooh. No, you got any?
Hey, Sarge, you sure this is our guy? This don't look like the guy in the picture. Actually, this don't look like a guy at all.
back in line, Corporal.
Sure, what the fuck do I know? I'm only the guy who didn't take a flamethrower to the eyes last year.
Excuse me, Corporal. Care to repeat that?
I'm just saying, sir, that due to the nature and severity of your injuries...
Just what are you suggesting,
This
Corporal?
is the crack
I'm
team that's been
suggesting,
sent.
sir, that the same person who was mistaken our bent lamppost for our assaultron might not be the best at deciding if this is our mark.
You are out of line, Corporal. This is your last
You
warning.
gonna kill each other?
Nah, I'm serious, sir. I'm pretty sure this ain't the guy in the pic. I mean,
This is about the guacamole at the Christmas party, isn't it?
what? No, I don't care about that. It's just, this ain't the...
Admit it, I didn't like your shitty guacamole and you'll never get over it.
The hell did you get
Hey, that's not
avocados?
fair. I told you I worked all day on that.
Ha! I knew it! Then I got the Jingles pajamas and Razor scooter you wanted at the White Elephant Secret Santa. You're holding a grudge from the Christmas party. It pisses you off every time I wheel down the hallways of the vault. Admit it!
God damn it, Sarge. This is not our guy.
Who the hell else wears these ridiculous clothes? You see that? Even I can see that.
Yes,
That's
I
an-
see the jacket,
that's
the
a valid
jeans, the
argument.
hat, but it's not him in there. Wait. If it's not him in there... Ah, fuck!
Grenade! Last mistake!
Well,
All right, have it your way.
okay.
Should have run.
What do we get? Oh, there's a bloat fly out here.
This time.
Yeah, let's get away from the burning nuclear car. Hey, Crenshaw.
Good work. At least everything's gone to plan so far. We got more work to do. The CEO of this ham-handed ambush has a transponder. Grab it and head to the cabin southeast of here. We've secured an old bunker underneath the cabin accessible through a hatch. Meet us there and we'll move to the next part of the operation.
One transponder.
Sorry, buddy, that's just the way... Wait, why am I apologizing to a corpse?
Hey there.
Okay, now for the hard part. Let me get that transponder and we'll get to work.
Yep. Hi, Lily.
Excellent work. You've been a good investment for the department so far. All right, deputies, listen up. This is the moment we've been waiting for. You all know what you're supposed to do. We got no idea how long it's gonna take for them to show up once we send the signal. Could be right away, could be a few minutes, so stay tight. As we said in the briefing, timing is critical. I will only activate the jammer once the EMP is fired, otherwise it'll fry the jammer too. Remember that. I'd rather turn on the jammer late than not turn it on at all. Otherwise we'd be in a whole shitload of trouble. And so would our families. Remember who we fight for, everyone.
That was
Now,
very
let's do
specific.
this. Ready, Linda?
Standing by, Lieutenant.
All right, deputies. Charges armed, jammer armed. Stand by while we place a call in 3. Remember to wait for them. 3, 2, 1.
It's about time you contacted us. We can't wait. What the?
Motherfucker. Pop the EMP! Jammer up. Linda, go.
D115, commence emergency relay. D115, commence emergency relay.
How's it going?
Problems, friend?
D115, commence emergency relay.
Yeah, ain't happening, pal. Tell you what, though. I got someone who wants to talk to you if your boys back at home don't like you no more.
D115, requesting emergency relay. Immediately.
You one of those brain-damaged synths?
You would do best to release me. Immediately.
Actually, the way I see it, with that knee, we're your only hope. Otherwise, some beastie's gonna roll through here and make short work out of the meat wrapped around that fucked up digital brain.
My life is inconsequential compared to the Institute's plans.
Plans?
Oh, is that what you call them? Plans? And make no mistake, you ain't alive, buddy. Now about that person who wants to talk to you.
Oh!
Okay, guys, get that thing in his eyes. Make sure that jammer stays close to it and on, Sarge.
Holy shit, Crenshaw. Did we just take a courser alive?
You had nothing to do with this, Lily. The sheriff finds out I'll let you in on this, and all of our asses are in a sling. All of us. Remember that.
Same here, kid. Keep that mouth zipped.
Yeah, Lily, well known for discretion. Holy hell, go talk to Crenshaw again. Maybe there's something you can do to help.
One last task for you. We're taking this to our safe house east of 10 Pines. We need you to go clear it out for us. Make sure no one sees us coming. Normally, it's empty, but sometimes assholes move in if we haven't used it in a while. I need you to double check and clear it if it's infested.
You fucked his shit up.
Ah, it's still good. We'll rub some dirt in that knee. It'll be as good as a new toaster.
What are you gonna do with
We're
him?
gonna mind our own damn business. That's what we're gonna do.
All right. We're wondering if you needed help on that end, but yeah, I suppose I'm out. One house cleaning
Excellent.
coming up.
We'll wait a little bit to give you time to work and meet you there with it not long from now.
Note from Crenshaw. We took it somewhere safe. The less you know, the better. Enjoy the caps, Crenshaw. God damn it.